I just wanted to let you guys listen to that nut cracking. These were torqued down real tight. You see I'm jumping. I literally have to jump on this wrench, but enjoy. That one. Here's another one. Bang. This one doesn't make a good noise. Last one does. Ooh, very nice. But yeah, torque down crazy style. Last one didn't make a good noise either. But yeah, first step, jack up the car. Here we go. I did actually jack it up before this, just forgot to crack the wheel nuts, so it's just spinning them. So the reason I'm making this video in the first place is fairly certain my front brake rotors are warped, so I'm swapping them out, and I figured while I've got the wheels off, brakes off, you know, I might as well paint the calipers. And you'll see later in this video, once I get the warped rotor off, you'll see my reaction. I was pretty shocked. The whole rotor is literally bananaed, like visibly. So I was tossing up machining them or buying new ones, but once I got it off, I was yeah, turns out I made the right choice getting new rotors. It was just totally bent. Crazy. Yeah, okay, you see here I got the wheel off. I'm just giving it a good brush off and a blow with the blower. Just get rid of some of that dust so I'm not getting filthy while I'm working on them. But yeah, it's not a hard job, it's just a lot of undoing bolts. And yeah, you'll see that these time lapses are 500% speed, so yeah, I spent a while undoing bolts. But yeah. So I mentioned earlier, the reason I'm doing this is because my steering wheel was shaking violently whenever I was braking. So I'll show you a clip here of essentially what I was experiencing. Yeah, so as you can tell, that's not a real fun thing to deal with, but it was a bit of a wake-up call the other day. I went to a meet with my mate who rides a motorbike. He rides a Hayabusa. But we were just driving there, and a few times he'd pull in front of me, and I did not trust my brakes, and so having him in front of me, with me having sketchy brakes, it was like a bit of a wake-up call, like, I gotta change these rotors.
Barney. Ah, Barney. Barney, come on. Barney. Shut up, Taylor.
Yeah, I saw a little clip there of my 1 million-year-old geriatric dog Barney. He escaped through the garage and he started heading down the bush, so I had to put him away there. So I also mentioned at the start I wanted to paint the calipers as well. I wanted to do a silver with red lettering on the side. But instead of Brembo in this photo, I was going to have GT Spec B, because it's a Liberty GT Spec B. But that didn't end up working out. The silver went on fine, but I made a little stencil for the letters, and the red paint just ran straight through it. Yeah, that's not exactly the reaction you want to have when you've seen what's been stopping your car since you've owned it. But yeah, the shaking only started happening recently, but you know, it's about time they got changed anyway. So you see here I've got these wire brushes for the DAC, and I've just been, cleaning them up basically. I don't think I even needed to paint them silver after this. It made such a difference. But yeah, highly recommend. These are just off Temu, cheap as chips, you know, but made a huge difference. You can see there, it's just, they look like they've been painted silver already. But yeah, doing a quick and dirty mask job here. Just, you're not really going to see any of this. Most of it's caked in dust anyway, so it's not like the paint's going to stick to the wheel arch liner and stuff. But just chucking in some cardboard to, I guess, prevent overspray onto the paint. That's really the main thing we want to avoid here. And just those little rubber bits on the brakes and stuff, just best to cover them up, not get paint on it.
Forgot to press play, but light coat. Alright, gonna basically repeat that whole thing on the other side.
But first, quickly doing the wipers here. See, I just whacked the shit out of my head. Brushed it off like nothing, because, you know, hard dog and everything. You get it. But, yeah, just swapping out these old wipers. They were pretty streaky. I figured I'd try out this, like, these type wipers, like these aero wipers or whatever. Why not? They were on sale. So, just, yeah, whack them on. They've been good. I've been driving around with them for a while. You know, bit of a difference. Not much, obviously. They're still wipers. Yeah. Main difference is with the brakes, though. I've been driving around for, it's been about a week, 2 weeks, and yeah, night and day difference. Like, I'm not scared to hit the brakes. I'm not just using engine brakes anymore. I'm actually using my actual brakes. But yeah, it's good.
Alright, never mind. Just change the wipers. Waited for ink charge, but again, it's up to 3% now.
So you can hear me mumbling here about the Insta360 camera being not charged. The plan for this was do the other side in like a POV shot, you know, cool time lapse, POV, whatever. The camera was dead. So I did the wipers to try and give me some time, but it still was dead.
You need to get a set of those ratcheting sliders.
So you might be able to tell in the footage it's starting to get darker. By the time I let all the paint dry and everything, it was actually pitch black outside. Like, I had a torch in one hand the whole time I was putting everything back together, so don't actually have any footage of that. I need to drive the next day, so I need to actually get it together. But yeah, no footage of the reassembly. Yeah, so totally blocking this shot like an absolute fool, but here I'm just putting on the first coat on the passenger side, the driver's side, and then I go into a second or third, whatever I'm at, on the other side, another coat. But yeah, looks pretty good. They look, yeah, very fresh. Not as cool as they would have looked with the red lettering. What can you do? Didn't work out. I think you can get like heat-proof stickers or something to do that. I'll see about getting something made up, but my stencil plan didn't really work out. Yeah, even though the lettering didn't turn out, I'm super happy with the result. Looks brand new. Yeah, and look, even though the new rotors aren't slotted, they actually work, which is huge. Yeah, and don't think it's worth it for the extra 250, 300 bucks just to get slots, just to not ever utilize them, because I don't really go on track. But yeah, here's the final result. The car's filthy, so cut me some slack there. Been driving around for a few weeks, very busy, but I'm super happy with it. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video.